Sunday dinner at Mom's house. Family tradition. My sister Carolyn, her husband Jeff, their 8-year-old son Tyler, and me. I brought my laptop because I was on a deadline. Freelance graphic design work due Monday morning. A big client, good money, a project I've been working on all week. An important portfolio piece. Do you have to work on Sunday? Mom asked when I sat up at the dining room table after we ate. Just need to finish some edits. Won't take long. The client needs it first thing Monday. You all can watch the game. I'll be quiet. Tyler was playing on his tablet on the couch. Carolyn and Jeff were discussing their upcoming vacation to Hawaii, 2 weeks at a luxury resort. They've been talking about it all through dinner. Mom was cleaning up in the kitchen, making her usual commentary about everything. I opened my laptop, a custom-built MacBook Pro, $1,600. All my work files, client projects, professional software. 3 years of projects backed up. My entire professional life on this machine. Tyler appeared beside me. What are you doing? Working, buddy. Designing a logo for a company. Can I try? Not right now. This is for grown-up work. But I want to. Maybe later I'll show you something. Right now, I need to finish this. It's important. He wandered off. I went back to work, adjusting colors and refining the design. 15 minutes later, I needed the bathroom. I left my laptop open on the table, design software running. My mistake, though I thought 3 minutes away would be safe in my own mother's house. I was gone maybe 3 minutes. When I came back, Tyler was at my laptop, and he had a juice box, red fruit punch. Tyler, no, too late. He'd been pressing buttons randomly. He had multiple programs open, my carefully organized project folders scattered across the screen. Windows everywhere. Somehow, he'd opened my email, my banking website, random applications. Then, as I reached for the laptop, he squeezed the juice box. Red juice sprayed everywhere, across the keyboard, the screen, into the ports, pooling underneath, seeping into the ventilation. The screen flickered, made a weird buzzing sound. Tyler. I grabbed the laptop, turned it upside down, tried to drain the juice. Sticky red liquid poured out. Too late, the screen went black. Completely dead. What happened? Carolyn came over. He got juice on my laptop. He was using it without asking and spilled it all over. Tyler started crying. It was an accident. You weren't supposed to touch it. I was gone for 3 minutes. Don't yell at him, Carolyn said. He's 8. He didn't mean to. I tried to turn the laptop on. Nothing. Completely dead. Mom came out of the kitchen. What's all the yelling? Tyler destroyed my laptop. Destroyed is a strong word, Mom said. Kids break things. It happens. He spilled an entire juice box on it. It's completely dead. I have work due tomorrow. He's only 8. Mom's voice rose. He didn't do it on purpose. He shouldn't have been touching it at all. I told him I was working. You left it out where he could reach it, Carolyn said. That's on you. I left it on the dining room table for 3 minutes. That's not an invitation for him to destroy it. Nobody destroyed anything, Mom said. It's just a little juice. Let it dry out. It'll be fine. It's a $1,600 laptop. Juice kills electronics. This isn't fine. Tyler was still crying. I'm sorry, Aunt Claire. Tyler, honey, it's okay, Carolyn said, hugging him. Aunt Claire shouldn't have left her expensive things where you could reach them. I stared at her. Are you seriously blaming me? You know kids are here. You should be more careful. I was in the bathroom for 3 minutes, and you left it open and running. Kids are curious. He's 8 years old. He knows not to touch other people's things. He's just a child, Mom said. Children make mistakes. You're overreacting. Overreacting? This is my work laptop. I have a project due tomorrow. I don't have a backup computer. This is how I make my living. So buy a new one, Carolyn said with a shrug. Buy? Are you going to pay for it? Since it's your son who broke it. It was an accident. We're not paying for accidents. It wasn't an accident. He was touching something he was told not to and being careless. He's 8, Mom repeated. 8-year-olds are careless. That's what kids do. They break things. If you can't handle being around children, maybe you don't bring your expensive electronics to family dinner. Carolyn nodded, looking almost smug, like she'd won something. Tyler had stopped crying. He was watching his tablet again, like nothing had happened. Nobody apologized. Nobody offered to help replace it or repair it. Nobody seemed to care that I just lost $1,600 in a work deadline. I packed up my dead laptop. I need to go. You're leaving because of this? Mom asked. Over a little juice? I'm leaving because I have to figure out how to finish a project without a computer, and nobody here seems to think that matters. Don't be so dramatic, Carolyn said. I left. At home, I tried to salvage the laptop, opened it up, cleaned what I could, let it dry, tried to turn it on. Dead. Completely fried. I called the client, explained the situation, and got an extension until Wednesday. Went to the library Monday to use their computers. Spent 12 hours finishing the project on unfamiliar equipment. Tuesday, I went to the Apple store. $1,600 for a new laptop, plus $200 to try to recover data from the old one. $1,800 because an 8-year-old touched something he wasn't supposed to, and his family thought that was acceptable. Tuesday evening, I opened my new laptop, not to work, to access the family trust documents. Our grandmother had died 5 years ago, leaving the trust worth about $800,000. It was invested conservatively, generating about $30,000 a year in income. I was the trustee. Grandmother had named me because I'd worked in finance before freelancing, because I was responsible, because she trusted me. The trust provided monthly distributions to beneficiaries. Mom got $1,000 a month, supplement to her retirement income. Carolyn got $1,500 a month, help with household expenses. And Tyler, $500 a month, deposited into an education account Carolyn controlled. Grandmother had wanted to ensure her great-grandchildren had money for college. $500 a month for an 8-year-old who just destroyed my laptop while his mother watched smugly. I read through the trust documents. My grandmother had given me full discretion as trustee. I could suspend distributions for cause, modify amounts, even terminate beneficiaries if their actions violated the trust's purpose. The trust's purpose, according to grandmother's will, was to support family members who demonstrate respect, responsibility, and care for one another. I drafted an amendment. Effective immediately, monthly distributions to Tyler Morrison are suspended pending review of beneficiary conduct. The trustee has determined that recent actions demonstrate a lack of respect and responsibility inconsistent with the trust's stated purpose. This suspension will remain in effect for a minimum of 6 months, at which point the beneficiary may reapply for consideration. I also reduced Carolyn's distribution from $1,500 to $500. Due to the beneficiary's failure to take responsibility for her dependent's destructive behavior and her dismissal of the harm caused to other family members, the monthly distribution is reduced by $1,000 for a period of 6 months. I signed the amendment, filed it with the trust attorney, and sent notification emails to all beneficiaries. Then I went to bed. My phone started ringing at 7:30 Wednesday morning. Carolyn. I let it go to voicemail. She called 5 more times. Then Mom called. I answered. Claire, what did you do to the trust? I exercised my discretion as trustee. You cut off Tyler's allowance. I suspended his distribution, yes. He's 8 years old. He needs that money. He's 8 years old and destroyed my laptop. Apparently, kids break things and face no consequences. That's not the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Tyler did something destructive and careless. I'm responding to it. Isn't that what happens when kids make mistakes? Or do they just get money regardless of behavior? That money is for his education. And education includes learning consequences. He's learning them now. You can't punish a child for an accident. You said he's 8, old enough to be curious, old enough to touch expensive electronics, old enough to be around family dinners. That means he's old enough to learn that actions have consequences. This is vindictive. This is appropriate. Grandmother's trust is for family members who show respect and responsibility. Tyler showed neither. Carolyn showed neither by defending him and blaming me. So you cut her money too? By $1,000 a month, she can make it up by paying me back for the laptop her son destroyed. You're being cruel. I'm being a responsible trustee. Grandmother wanted the trust to support people who care about family. Carolyn sat there smugly while her son destroyed my work equipment and then told me it was my fault. That's not caring about family. She was protecting her child. She was enabling bad behavior. There's a difference. Change it back. No. Claire, that's $500 a month Tyler won't get for college. Then Tyler should learn not to destroy other people's property. He'll get $2,400 less over 6 months. I lost $1,800 on my laptop. He's still coming out ahead. He's 8. You keep saying that. 8 is old enough to know not to touch things that aren't his. 8 is old enough to be careful with juice boxes. 8 is old enough to apologize and mean it. If he's old enough to receive money from the trust, he's old enough to learn what happens when you disrespect people. Mom hung up. Carolyn called from Jeff's phone. I answered. You can't do this. I already did. Tyler is crying. He doesn't understand why his college money stopped. He probably doesn't understand why destroying a $1,600 laptop is a problem either. Maybe you should explain both things to him. We're not teaching our son that he has to be perfect or he loses money. Perfect. I'm not asking for perfect. I'm asking for basic respect for other people's belongings. That's a pretty low bar. It was an accident. It was carelessness that you refused to take responsibility for. You didn't apologize. You didn't offer to help replace it. You blamed me. You acted like my work and my property didn't matter. Now your distribution is reduced and you're learning that actions matter. You're punishing Tyler for our behavior. I'm teaching Tyler that behavior has consequences. And I'm responding to your behavior with appropriate consequences. You get $1,000 less per month. Use it to teach him responsibility. We need that money. I needed my laptop. You didn't care. That's different. How? She couldn't answer. The trust is for family who care about each other, I said. You made it clear Sunday that you don't care about me. That Tyler's carelessness matters less than my work. That I should just accept being disrespected. So I'm exercising my authority as trustee to respond to that. Grandmother wouldn't want this. Grandmother put me in charge because she knew I take the trust seriously. She wanted it to support people who demonstrated respect and responsibility. Tyler destroyed my laptop. You defended him. Mom sided with you. None of you showed respect or responsibility. So none of you get the full benefit of the trust. Mom's distribution. Mom's distribution is unchanged. She gets her $1,000 a month. But she's unnoticed that defending destructive behavior doesn't align with grandmother's wishes. You're going to regret this. I regret bringing my laptop to family dinner. I regret thinking you take responsibility. I regret years of watching you get $1,500 a month from grandmother while showing no gratitude. I regret a lot of things. This isn't one of them. She hung up. The trust attorney called Thursday. Claire, I'm getting calls from your family members. They're upset about the distribution changes. They're documented. Tyler destroyed my laptop. Carolyn refused responsibility. I'm exercising my discretion. They're threatening to challenge your authority as trustee. On what grounds? Acting vindictively, punishing beneficiaries for personal grievances. I'm responding to behavior inconsistent with the trust's purpose. Document it. Tyler destroyed property. Carolyn defended it. Both violate the respect and responsibility requirements. The laptop destruction is documented. I have the dead laptop. I have the Apple Store receipt for the replacement. I have witnesses who were present. I have text messages afterward where Carolyn continued to blame me. That should be sufficient. Good. If they want to challenge, let them. I'll show the judge exactly what 8-year-old responsibility looks like when there are no consequences. 3 weeks later, Carolyn sent a text. Tyler has been doing chores to earn money. He saved $42. He wants to give it to you for your laptop. I called her. Is this his idea or yours? His. He asked why his allowance stopped. I explained. He felt bad. He should feel bad. He's 8, Claire. He made a mistake. And now he's learning. That's good. Will you restore his distribution? In 6 months, if he demonstrates consistent respect and responsibility. That's a long time. It took me a week to replace my laptop and recover my work. 6 months seems reasonable for him to learn the lesson. What about my distribution? Same timeline. Show me respect matters to you. This is still cruel. This is still consequences. Something Tyler should have learned Sunday. 6 months later, I restored Tyler's distribution. He'd earned it, apologized sincerely, been careful around other people's things, learned that actions matter. Carolyn's distribution stayed reduced. She never really apologized, never took responsibility. Never acknowledged that defending Tyler's carelessness was wrong. The trust continues, the money flows, but now everyone knows that 8 is old enough. Old enough to receive money. Old enough to learn respect. Old enough to face consequences. Grandmother would have approved.